Welcome everyone to the Underground Sound. I am DJ Exec. With me, as always, is Carlos Fandango for this 13th installment of the Underground Sound review show. I guess we can call it. So we are putting the us back into music.
So please do like, subscribe, and share, and let's get your music out there.
Absolutely, 100%. And we are very happy to announce that we are approaching right now our 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube. We're very thrilled about that. So thank you to all the new subscribers, and of course, thank you to the subscribers who have been here since day one of this entire project. And I'm very happy to announce that we have 3 followers on TikTok, Carl.
Wow, I didn't even know we were on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
We are on TikTok. We have a very limited content on TikTok at the moment, but we do have 3 followers. So with those 3 followers, I figured that I should give them more content to watch. So that way, maybe we'll hit 1,000 followers by next year. So yeah, it took a while to get going here on the Underground Sound. But once again, folks, thank you for tuning in. I want to give a big, huge shout out to our show sponsor today, Nathan Brashear of Monsters Are Real. Thank you, Nathan, once again for sponsoring the show. Please visit the link in the video description below, not just to visit Nathan and say check out his music and thank you, but also all of the artists that we're going to be talking about on this show. Please check out their music and show some love, because that's what we're here for. We're building an indie music community here, stuff that you're not going to hear on the radio. Fantastic music. Last show we had Luke H. Reynolds with The Perfect Song. Luke and I will be sitting down for a face-to-face, not a face-to-face interview, but you know what I mean, a Google interview later on this evening. And Leah Simmons with a brilliant song called Radiate, which hit the Google algorithm, which obviously helped us with some of the subscribers. So to all the subscribers that know us from Leah's music here, we're happy to have you on board. And yeah, today's show will be no exception. There will be great indie underground music for you. And Carl, what do we have going on for our first song?
Right, our show opener, show starter is it's a song called Quid Pro Quo. It's from a band called Black Matter. So it's one word, but it's Black and then Mata. They're from El Calafate, Santa Cruz, Argentina. And influences, I suppose, similar influence to me would be David Bowie, but they've got the Pixies, Sonic Youth, Gorillaz, Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, System of a Down, Iggy Pop. So quite, sort of rock sort of based influences there. Yeah, I thought you might quite enjoy this one. Okay, you won't understand any of the words necessarily, as it's all in Spanish, but some of our viewers will. But I enjoyed the music itself, and I think you will.
Alrighty then, without further ado, here is Black Mata with Quid Pro Quo. Carlos Fandango, take it away. Tell us about that song.
Right, that was pretty punchy and punky and hooky from the outset. Um, Lots of energy in there, perfect show starter. A few old retro touches with the blues organ at the end there, sort of jazzy blues organ. And then, of course, okay, it was in Spanish, so I couldn't understand all the words, but you knew where the chorus was. You could really hear that. And you can imagine that one being played live would be fantastic. Crowd would go nuts for that one. And I think it's a really good song. So I actually have got another one of their tracks saved on my sort of slaps playlist. I haven't heard lots of their stuff, but I think they're pretty good and they're definitely worth checking out.
Absolutely. And speaking of checking them out, if you don't know where to find these artists, once again, get into the video description below. You'll find the links to these artists. Go show some love right over there. I got to tell you, that really had triggered kind of emotions for me because I really sounded kind of like a punky kind of like Sex Pistols things going on. And then like the early 90s, a group called Violent Femmes. And they had that same kind of twang. And I love the production. I love the guitar. And it's a very poppy song right off the bat. So I think it's fantastic all around. Definitely go check out Black Mata right there. That song was called Pretty Quote. Do they have any other tracks on their
They certainly do, yes. They've got, let's have a quick look. Yeah, you might need to just log into yours. She Keeps Me in a Ride Along the Sunrise. That was a bit of an odd one, but it's very sort of I would say when I listened to it, it was a very psychedelic sort of feel to it. Got Quid Pro Quo Fire song as well. Let It Out. So they've actually got quite a how many have they got? 13 tracks. So I think the band must have been going a little while. And you get the sense it's sort of proper sort of band instruments and proper studio recording or something. So but 353 plays from those 13 tracks and 37 followers. So I think they could do with a bit of a boost. And I think they're doing things in earnest. You can feel they're actually sincere about it and really enjoying what they're doing. I think that comes across in their music.
Yeah.
And that's really good.
It was definitely very real and very high energy. So it does sound like everybody's very much into it. Sounded, I agree with you, where hearing something like this live would be just the bee's knees, as some people say sometimes, right? But great job. We thank you for that submission. I had a little bit of a problem there because for whatever reason, I logged into Slaps before the show started and I got logged out just as soon as the show started. So we are now logged back in. And song number 2 we got here from our good friend Lian.
Yeah, Lian, we know from France. He's I must admit I'm a bit of a Lian fan, and I just I love his voice and his approach to music. It's just he's just doing his own thing. He's messaged me the other day to say, look, I know it's not going to get lots of listens, and there's not going to be hordes of people listening to it, but he's just enjoying what he's doing in again with all sincerity. But with this track, it's called Ghost. Should have really have held it back for the sort of nearer to the Halloween season, but for that show. But this one says no verse, no chorus. Try it to the orchestral part and a smiley face. So it's bit of a different song, this one. And again, hope you enjoy it.
Well, here we go with Lian, because this song already, it was posted 13 days ago, has 161 fires, 85 plays, and 9 saves at the moment. So I'm going to expect a banger out of Lian, as I always do, because as Carlos had mentioned, I am a Lian fan as well. Once again, if you don't know where to find these artists just yet, head to the video description below, find these artists. I guarantee if you backtrack on our channel a little bit and you find some of the older stuff from Lian, you are really, really going to love that as well. What was the other song that we did by Lian, which was
there was Be My Home we played before. That was really good. I think that she might have done 2 because that was a while back, I think, Be My Home. But the most recent one,
I don't remember the name of it either, but
I've forgotten.
Seriously,
It will come to me. I'll find out.
dig around our channel. Dig around our channel. Find the song by song. As a matter of fact, it is in the certified bangers section of our channel. So finally, and right there, check out that song. And for right now, we are going to listen to Ghost. Here we go. Without further ado, and I am signed back in this. Once again, technical difficulties. What the hell? Ghost by Leon, 161 fires, 9 saves, 85 plays. This will be the 86th. Enjoy.
Did you save me? Or did you take me down? Down. Prayers are no longer needed. Now I leave the ground. Did you love me when you held me tight, so tight? Words are illusions, but tears never lie. Now I'm a ghost in this world, far from the living, far from home. Still have the taste on my tongue, memories in monochrome. Wandering with peace of mind, just listening to the blind. I am okay, leaving it all behind. A ghost in this world, far from heaven, far from and nowhere I belong. And for now, that's prevail. Deprive of the essential, what seems so valuable. I am okay, lost, intangible. A ghost in a world, lost in intangible.
If you couldn't tell, I had the monitors on. I was blasting that for the entire neighborhood to hear over here. My goodness, Carl, take it away.
Well, I was looking at some of the comments there actually, and you've got amazing atmosphere, beautiful. All these words keep coming up, and you know what? He's really good. He uses a variety of sounds, a variety of instruments. The harmonies in there, nice little subtle underlay of female vocals just sitting beneath his vocals, but supporting the lead vocal, never overbearing, giving the focus onto the lyrics and the emotional content of the song. When that beat comes in initially, you've got the sort of elements of Jean-Michel Jarre sort of going on, and it's just such a variety of sounds. And then you've got the orchestration, nicely handled orchestration as well. Now, the song, I'm always on about ebb and flow. The ENF on this one is ENF factor of 10. It's brilliant. It gathers momentum. It starts slow, goes medium, goes fast, then goes slow. Then you've got the orchestral part, and it's just brilliant. It's just fantastic. So I think, yeah, massive big 2 thumbs up from me on this one. Really good.
I agree with you 100%. I got to say that 2 things that kind of like took me away here was when we were approaching like the first third of the song there. They had that kind of like that record, not like a record scratch, but like the record rewind where it was kind of like slow into that slow down point. The break was absolutely mesmerizing. I got to say that geez, Jake Quincy, who does very beautiful folk music, very reminiscent of Simon and Garfunkel. If you haven't seen Jake Quincy, also please head onto our channel, find Jake Quincy. Picture Me Your Dream House is the one that we did a review on. Was absolutely brilliant. So I got to say, with Leon here, this really got into the realm of that kind of like, for me at least, that kind of like Simon and Garfunkel feeling to that Jake Quincy kind of feeling of it, with Leon's own personal touch to it. And I'm a huge fan of Leon here. Do you know? Because I do not know myself. Do you know if he mixes, masters everything himself, or?
Well, I asked him about a guitar sound in Universe Brûlé, which is what we reviewed. That was the song. So basically, on that one, I said the guitar sounds fantastic. It's a bit like it's called Pinball Wizard. That sort of nice sound of guitar, the acoustic guitar that was, and he said, "Oh, I use the sort of software for that." So, but you know, I think he actually creates the lot. The whole Leon universe is created by himself. I think he produces his own stuff, and you know, very much like yourself and myself, we just do the whole shebang as much as we can. But he does it so well. There could be other people involved, but I don't think there are. I just feel like it's just him creating his own little his own world.
I got to say, you know, with Leon, it's one of those things where every song that you hear, you're blown away by it, because it's, you know, Leon has his own style, but every song kind of like seems like it's so vastly different. There's a different type of energy and a different type of emotion to it, but it's still so equally as good, if not better, than the previous one. So Leon's one of those artists where I'm baffled, like, how is this guy not a superstar?
Yeah, because an artist is exactly the word, because this guy is an artist. He's creating art. It literally is creating art here. But he's not doing it for, you know, obviously he'd love to be a superstar, I'm sure. I'd love to have lots of people listening to his music, and I would too. I really would encourage people to get into him and follow him, you know, whatever you use for your music. Yeah, for listening to your music, just follow him, because he's great. Yeah, he's a brilliant artist.
There you have it, folks. Leon, thank you for pumping out this jam. Once again, folks, head into the video description below, find Leon, click on his link, listen to his other stuff. If you were not disappointed by that song, believe me, you will not be disappointed by the others. We are on track 3 now. Oh, and it's about that time.
It's coming from over here. There it is.
The Purple Ball.
Purple Ball.
Destiny.
Right, okay, so.
And halt.
You see when? Oh, right, okay. Oh, what do we got there? Oh, we had this. Well, that came out last time, I think. So we've got rock.
All right.
Let's rock.
Let's find rock. What do we do?
Sorry, go on.
Do you recall what the last one was of the rock genre that we did? Was it Angst Athens?
Yes, I think it was. So, what's the word for rock in Polish?
Rock.
Okay. Ask a silly question.
Oh. Which happens to be the same word for year, so you know.
Okay.
Rock and roll, you know. So hey.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I thought it might be, you know, like a different word for rock, you know.
If there is, I do not know about it, honestly.
I like the way you said it in the accent, though. At least you made the
Well,
effort.
we had to do it. Look at this, Michelle. I'm gonna assume it's Michael in French. Michelle. Let's see where Michelle is from. Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Hmm.
Born and raised in Montreal. I did a back and forth with Toronto over a 10-year period. Now living in Toronto, creating music for the pleasure, scratching that creative itch. Some of the influences here include David Bowie, Miles Davis, Nina Simone, Cinematic Orchestra, Roxy Music, T-Rex, Bach,
Ooh.
Antonio Vivaldi, amongst a few, or just to name a few, I should say. But this one is brand new, posted 1 hour ago, Michelle. This one is called Tireless Tom. Oh my goodness. The Purple Bowl of Destiny knows all. Rock and alternative rock
Let's go.
is
Yeah,
listing here. 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
Mm.
Oh, and I'm sorry. Michelle's band name is ZZZ Land Band. So Z Land Band.
Zlambad, right? Okay.
Land Band. Let's take it away. Let's take a listen to this one. Tireless Tom by Zland Band. That was a tribute to Thomas Christ. I feel like I should know who that is.
I don't.
It kind of like it's like ringing a bell, but I mean, it's kind of like, is it just the fact because there's Christ there that it's ringing a bell? You know what I mean? Or is
Thomas Christ? Well, there's a Swiss Thomas Christ from Basel, one of the first to document the phenomenon of graffiti and street art. Could be that Thomas Christ. There's other Thomas Christs around.
Could be.
Hmm.
Well, you want to take it away, or you want me to go first here?
You go first. Go on.
All right. Well, I mean, it's an amateur production, no doubt about that there. It almost sounded like it was recorded, kind of like in a studio, kind of like recording space, with maybe a computer like sitting there in the background with microphones just kind of like set up in different spots in the room, right? Not that the music was bad, don't get me wrong here, right? Because I think that the guitar riffs were really cool. I think that the energy of the music was there. The only problem again is the mixing. The mixing needs a lot of work. It needs attention. Really gave me that kind of like that 90s grunge feel to it, you know what I mean? Where then with the kind of like last third of the song where I'm thinking the electronic drums came in and it kind of gave the drums a bit more oomph, for like that 10-15 second span that they were in there, then it really started to kind of like sound cool. And I was thinking that the rest of the song would progress that way, but it went back to that kind of like that home recording studio with microphones placed in different areas kind of feel to it. But once again, not a bad song overall. It's just on the technical side of the mixing, mastering, and obviously the displacement of the song that needs work there, because towards the middle of the song it seemed to have like a cutoff. I don't know if you caught that or not, but it seems like everything dropped. So the recording had like ended and then a separate recording had taken place, or if this recording is just overlaid on top of the basically, like, let's say like it's a 1 minute 30 and a 1 minute 30 to make a total of 3 rather than an entire song. So that's just my feelings on it. But once again, good jam overall. Just needs some work on the production side of things there.
I think so, yeah, because the track came out a little bit quieter and more muffly than the previous tracks that we've listened to. So I noticed it was noticeable in comparison. So I think, yeah, you're right. It just needs a bit more definition, perhaps, in the sounds. I liked the fact that he mixed, the rock with the synthesizers. Given that a lot of my favorite influences are, the same influences as this artist, I was hopeful of a bit more, that it would develop a bit more, the track. I think vocals would help it to make it more interesting and more dynamic. So, and I'm thinking, with the sound of I had a sort of dark, sort of Black Sabbathy sort of feel in some respects. So you could easily put that kind of Ozzy Osbourne rock vocal over it, and it, would immediately be enhanced. So, so I was hoping for a bit of vocals to come in. And for it to develop a bit more. So I think there's definitely would encourage them to keep going, keep recording, keep producing, keep learning all those techniques and things, keep bouncing ideas, send it off to people that to say, what should I do here? Bounce ideas, keep asking what should I do with this track, and that will gradually improve everything. And if it's not you that would sing the vocals, then if you can. Certainly on Slaps, the fact that you're on Slaps means that you've got a whole raft of vocalists, and there's plenty of rock vocalists there who I'm sure would be happy to sort of sing over this. So you just put the feelers out with your followers, and if you follow as many people as you can, then you can actually message everybody. And I would encourage you, definitely to get some vocals onto it.
I'll say this much as far as Slaps is concerned, and finding somebody to collaborate with. Carlos and I met through Slaps. Rookie Rogers I met through Carl. Then obviously Justine Painter, who was our last co-host of Wayward Waves, she's on Slaps. Russ Palladino, Rich Davis, all these folks are from Slaps. It is a fantastic music community. If you're looking for vocals on your music, then by all means feel free to reach out, and somebody will respond, believe me, if you're looking in the right spots to do what you're doing. But keep on. keep on keeping on. I don't know how long you've been in music. I don't know how long you've been doing everything that you're doing, but keep on keeping on. And believe me, the production portion of it will get easier as time goes on once you start playing with things. But do keep in mind that if somebody gives you some advice, take the advice. Try it out at least. You don't have to fully embrace the idea that somebody gives you, right? But try it out at least and see if it hits your eardrum just right. Because for all we know, Carl, that could have been their sole purpose was to make the song sound like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I try and make songs, in the style of someone, like in the style of Mungo Jerry or in the style of T-Rex or whatever it is I'm trying to achieve. I try and get that sound. I tried one of the Christmas tracks I did was in a Phil Spector Christmas album style, so that sort of more lo-fi, lots of reverb sound, and that very, very specific sound that the Wrecking Crew made and that he recorded so well. So I think it's sometimes some tracks do demand a more lo-fi sort of approach, like we had that Witchcraft that time from Lost. I've forgotten their name now, but basically that song that sounded just like the Kinks, but it sounded like the Kinks from 1967 to 1968 era. A very specific sound. So it might be exactly what they were trying to create.
Could be. And once again, all we're doing is we're putting our 2 cents here onto a song that's made. So if that was your intention, then absolutely brilliant, because you nailed it. And once again, just keep doing what you're doing. Please find these artists in the description below here, folks. Go show them some love. And oh my goodness, how did I just lose my train of thought there? You were talking about something I was thinking, and then I was retorting. This old age sucks, man.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God.
I'll be in mid-conversation, just about to get to the crescendo of the point, and I'm thinking, what was I going to say? What was the point? I could never be in front of cameras in terms of being a politician or something, because you have to be right switched on the ball with the bullshit. But you sort of
I kind of feel like Joe Biden right now. You know what I mean? So completely
just go wandering off.
Yeah, just
looking for somebody who's dead.
Doing, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God. Hey, do you want to shake hands with me? Somebody, please. Oh my goodness.
You need a team of people behind you, just prompts and stuff.
But he has that. Like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing, is he has a team of people, and he still wanders off just aimlessly. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to give another example here, but yeah, I guess we should just move on. Song number 4. We have Mute Annie.
Mute Annie, yes. So if you're ready for a bit of groove and funkiness, and so this song is called Pure Emotion, and it says, groovy bass, you got to love it, give us some fire. And so Mute Annie are from Tel Aviv, Israel, and influences Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Dead Poets Society, Chris Cornell, Radiohead, Muse, the Glorious Sons, and a few others. So more sort of modern rock, sort of an alt rock type of things. They've only uploaded 2 tracks so far, but I thought this one was pretty impressive. So if this is anything to go by, I think they're worth checking out.
This is Mute Annie. This song was posted 9 days ago, has 224 fires, 7 saves, and 78, about to be 79 plays. Let's check it out.
Is naked and a massive killed a boy. Drown yourself in hatred, keep lying till everything blows.
Tel Aviv, that was Mute Annie, Carlos Fandango.
Right. So, I mean, I think from the get go, it's like, I'm in, that's it. And you sort of get hooked in because of that fuzz bass riff and really good, catchy, sort of hooky beat as well. So you sort of, it's very noughties feel, yeah, the 2000 to 2010, exactly that sort of period. There was a song, and I cannot remember for the life of me. I was trying to search for it just then. That's got that style of vocal. I've forgotten what it's called, but there's definitely other songs that sort of have that kind of feel. But it's excellent, really good. One thing I would do with the bass riff, there's a little bit of the section where it sort of changes slightly. Personally, I'd probably just, because I don't want to overkill that bass riff, because that bass riff, when it comes in and goes out, then comes back in again, it has more impact if it wasn't used all the time through the song. So I think personally, a synth bass or some slightly different bass or instrument or sound would have been good in the change section. That's the only thing I would change slightly, is that. Otherwise, it's got car advert, trainers advert, fashion advert written all over it. This could easily be used on advertising. It's perfect for that.
Yeah, there's no limit to the licensing of this song at all. I would dare to say that this sounds a lot like Matt Bellamy from Muse. And it definitely gives me that Muse feel to it with the bass. And I got to tell you, the drums that are in there just really complement the song, because they are like very nicely compressed, and you got that boom, boom, boom. You really have that like clubby hard kick to the drums where it just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's very high energy song, very professional production. Everything's done right here. As Carl mentions a lot, there's like ebb and flow. So the ebb and flow works. The vocals work. The vocals aren't overpowering. The instruments aren't overpowering. This is definitely certified banger right here for sure. Mute Annie, pure emotion, very groovy bass. Loved the entire song all the way through. Wishing you tons of success, and hopefully you'll land a nice, car commercial, something like that. That'll just keep on paying and paying and paying, right? Because that's the dream here for everybody, folks. Is everybody here has, is making music as a passion, not just as a hobby. So please visit the video description below. Find all these wonderful indie musicians and artists out here. Send them some fires, send them some likes, save their song, find them on Spotify, find them wherever their format is. Make sure you add them to your playlist, whatever you can do to help them out and get their name out. Because once again, I mean, honestly, you don't hear stuff like this on the radio, and it's a damn shame that you don't hear stuff like this on the radio, especially for me, because I spend a lot of time in the car. So it would be absolutely wonderful if I could just have this going. I need to work on a second device where I could just have the Spotify thing going, And for those of you that don't know yet, we are working on our Spotify playlist. The Spotify playlist will be available as soon as the brand new website drops on November 1st. Not giving out the name yet because it's still a work in progress at the moment. And it will just be home to the underground sound and everything that is that has to do with this show, I should say. And hopefully we can get some sponsors on board. I should say sponsors in the way that I mean management companies, people looking to companies that are looking to find musicians for licensing and things of that nature. Carl and I do have really a deep, profound love for music and everything that it has to do with, and the feelings that you go through when you listen to it. Listening to Leon, which has this beautiful, very internally kind of like motivating and soothing song, to Mute Annie there that has this really like get up and dance kind of song. This is all fantastic music, and hopefully we can help somehow, some way to get the indie artists, the underground artists here into the limelight. That's really what we're aiming for here. We do appreciate, once again, all 3 followers on TikTok and nearly 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all from the bottom of both of our hearts. We do greatly appreciate that each and every single one of you is here, and we hope to be doing this for a long time coming for you here. And please, once again, visit the video description below. Check out these fantastic artists. Save them somehow. Show them some love. Carl, before I keep talking and rambling,
Right.
what do we got going on for song number 5?
Song number 5 is The One That You Love by Erica Ann. Now, it's labeled up as a sweet song for anyone who has fallen in love with the right one, only at the wrong time. So we've got a bit of a love song here to close out the first half of the show. Erica Ann is from, now she's California, USA, but it's Port Hueneme. Is it Hueneme? You have to look this up. It's Hueneme, Neme, California, West California. But singer-songwriter in Southern California, released one single, The Ghost of Kurt Cobain. And I think that had quite a few, got quite a few listens and things. This is the latest song out from Erica Ann.
Okay, 35 plays for the song. Is it the one? Hold on, let me make sure I'm on the right one here. Yeah, 35 plays, 2 saves, 58 fire. I love that description there. The Ghost of Kurt Cobain, the last song. The One That You Love by Erica Ann. Let me start presenting the screen here. Like, why do I always do this at the last second? That's how we got in trouble on the last show when we had Justine on here. And you remember the last 3 songs?
Yes.
I wasn't presenting the screen at all. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to make it part of the script that you say, I present to you, and then that will remind you to present the song.
I don't think it will. I think my mind's just going to do whatever it wants to do, honestly. But
you've gone full Joe Biden tonight, haven't you?
Pretty much. It seems like, hey, maybe I should take this time to announce my 2024 bid for president of the United States. Although I'm ineligible because I grew up in, not that I grew up in Poland. I was born in Poland, but hey, in the United States, it just doesn't seem like that matters anymore. So, Erica Ann, The One That You Love.
Why can't I be the selfish one? In my mind there's a smoking gun. Turn blind eyes to your wedding ring, 'cause to my lips your mouth I'd bring. Why can't I be the one you love? The only one you're thinking of. I wanna show you the stars above. Why can't I be the one you love? I'm just a thief in the dear. How do I exorcise you from my mind? Turn away and leave you far behind. Wish the universe would leave me be. Take my love and set me free. Why can't I be the one you love? The only one you're thinking of. I wanna give you the stars above. Why can't I be the one you love? Wish I was the one you love.
Carlos Fandango, can I be the one you love?
Yes, it's a straight sort of straight down the line,
Here's the question.
sort of retro 70s. Sorry, what did you say? I
I
didn't
said
hear
you didn't hear the question. I said, can I be the one you love?
Oh, sorry. Oh, well, if you want to.
Well, thank you much now. Oh my goodness.
Susie's already got my love, but I
Yeah.
love lots of people
I'm not
in
gonna,
different
I'm not gonna give Susie any competition. Go ahead, my man.
different kind of love. This is brotherly love.
Absolutely nothing but love here.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, it's straight down the line, sort of 70s style ballad, love song of unrequited love. Yeah, I think for me, it's not, so the arrangement is a little bit like a Richard Carpenter and Carpenter's arrangement with chord movements and the bass movements, and the instruments used as well. The layers and lashings of lovely backing vocal harmonies, obviously her layered up a few times. The voice itself, I thought, had the timbre in places of Karen Carpenter. Not that sort of really rich chocolate velvet, sort of beautiful, rich, deep sort of voice that she had, but a little element of that, and that's what I really liked about it. Was it centered around her vocal? In fact, there's a line towards the end, "Take my love and set me free," where she's double tracked, and I kind of almost wish there were a few more lines that were double tracked because of the way her voice sounds. The double tracking really gave it some depth, and that was good. And a couple more lines like that would be just on the emphasis lines would be good. And of course, nice to hear folk instrument, the mandolin, in this solo. It was nothing extravagant. It was just a nice simple solo, but that suited the song because it's a quite straightforward song, a sort of pure innocent love song. And yeah, I liked it for that reason. And I think, I'd sort of happily work with that voice because I think that would be a good voice to use for a duet, a 70s, 80s sort of duet. I think that would work nicely. I don't know what her vocal range would be, whether it's going to be, really different because sometimes it's just deceptive. But on this song, this is the right kind of song, I think, for that kind of voice.
Yeah, and the very first thing that popped out is I wrote down, wow, the voice when her voice came in, it was just like wow. But the portion that you like, the production which emphasizes her voice, I did not like because it puts her voice over all the other instruments. However, I did make a note, just as you had said, over at the 2-minute 35-second portion, just right around there, where the layering or the supporting vocal came in, right? But it was layering more, it sounded to me, which gave her voice that much more oomph and pop and everything like that. I thought was completely brilliant. Really reminded me more of kind of like a Dolly Parton or Lisa Loeb kind of a vocal style, the way that the song is presented, the one that you love, and both Lisa Loeb and Dolly Parton, both very 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 much advocates of love and love lost and things of that nature. So great song as far as the lyrics are concerned, because the lyrics are true to the song name, meeting the right one at the wrong time, and it just kind of works. But once again, I do think that if we drop the vocals a little bit, raise the instruments, and as you had mentioned, if we layer the voice in the chorus portions, in the important portions of the song, then it would just be that much more poppiness to it. So great job overall anyway, Erica Ann right here. Once again, folks, visit the video description below. Find these artists, listen to their other stuff right here, because Erica Ann is out on Spotify, and I'm very curious, just because it was mentioned, to listen to that song Ghost of Kurt Cobain.
Yes, it's a curious title, isn't it? It's a really intriguing. I love those kind of things. Those kind of intriguing titles.
It's an intriguing title, and I was kind of fooled at the same time, because I thought that with a name like that for a song, I automatically assumed that we were going to hear some kind of like punk ska grunge type music like Nirvana would produce. So, but I mean, it wasn't bad for this country-ish vibe, because it's very. I do like the fact that it's kind of like country, and it's kind of like folk at the same time, because as you had mentioned, you have the folk instruments in the background there. Just not enough good things to say here, except once again, from my stance, the production quality, drop the vocals just a little bit, add the layering to give it that much more texture, as Carlos had mentioned as well. And just keep it on a nice even balance. I think that it'll work brilliantly. If you're brand new to this career, then we obviously wish you the best success in the world here. We are about to take our break here. Once again, for all of you watching this video or listening to this on the future podcast site, once we get back around to that stuff, if anybody is a secretary that wants to work for free, or an editor that wants to work for free, please get in touch with me. Please get in touch with the Underground Sound, because I am looking for both a secretary and an editor, so that way we can keep the show moving along very nicely and smoothly. But we're just going to take our break here, 5 or 10 minutes. Once again, for you, it will be 100% seamless. And right now, welcome back to the second half of the Underground Sound. I told you it would be seamless for you, and I am DJ X-Tech. With me, as always, is Carlos Fandango. We are putting the us back into the music.
So please do like, subscribe, and share, and let's get your music out there.
Damn right, Carlos. I have some good and bad news during the break. Which would you like to hear first?
Always the bad first, I think.
We lost a follower on TikTok.
Oh, that's 1/3 of our followers.
It is, yes.
Wow. What happened there?
This is where you say, what's the good news?
So what's the good news? Sorry.
We gained a follower on TikTok.
Hey.
So we are back at 3. We are 3 followers on TikTok, nearly approaching 1,000 here on YouTube. And once again, thank you all for being here from the beginning, to all the new subscribers that are here. We do hope that you are enjoying what we do. And obviously, we do hope that you are enjoying the music that you're listening to. Let's be frank, if you weren't, then you wouldn't be here, because it's definitely not to look at us, right? So, hey. All righty. Bit of technical difficulties during the break. We'll see if everything pans out in our favor for that. But moving on with the show, as they say that the show must go on. So the show is going on. What do we got going on here, Carl, for song number 6?
Right, we have an artist called Sun Habit from Denver, Colorado, USA. And they've uploaded 2 tracks. They've not actually been long on here, as far as I can see. There's no bio or anything, so I think they must have just joined recently. 8 followers, 49 plays from 2 tracks. So I think it's all sort of very new. And this track we're about to play, called Low Light, was uploaded only 7 days ago. So this is hot off the press. And there's been 4 saves from 29 plays. So I think that's quite a good ratio, really.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So 41 fires, 4 saves, 29 plays, about to be the 30th right now. Also available on Spotify. And, of course, you can find these links to these artists in the video description below. Be sure to check those out. Show some love right now. Let's get into it. Sun Habit with Low Light. Carlos Fandango, take that away, sir.
Well, yeah, quite a nice intro build into the song. It didn't develop massively, but a lot of the modern songs don't, and it's got that very contemporary pop folk rock sound that you get with the likes of Bear's Den, or certainly with the vocals and the style. It really sounds like a George Ezra track. This could easily be a George Ezra track. Had a guitar break as well, which we're always mentioning. Sometimes it's nice to have these days. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I think I commented on at the time when I heard it that I really like the song. I don't think it would be a bad thing if they added a few more elements and dimensions to the song in the layers and depth. I mean, it was perfectly fine. Most songs will sound, yeah, this is very radio friendly, and yeah, any George Ezra song will sound like this. But I would be quite happy to hear some synth pad sounds, something else, a few other elements and little details, just a bit more detail in the sounds, just to keep the interest. That said, I think some people would happily listen to this time and again, and it's a good song, solid song.
I liked it. I'll tell you that much. You know, I think we went through the first probably like what 8, 9 episodes of the Underground Sound without having like a proper guitar solo in any of the music, and this one had a very nice guitar break, guitar solo, whichever way you want to look at it. And you know, so I was really enjoying that. I like the kind of like the feel that it has, like this contemporary rock with like this country twang to it. Kind of reminds me of, dare I say, I think Willie Nelson would be too much country, but it kind of gives me that vibe. You know what I mean? Like you can listen to Willie Nelson stuff and you're gonna be perfectly fine with it. Great production overall, and I think that it has a very memorable melody to it. The words, the lyrics, you know, they're right on par for the song, as you had mentioned, radio friendly. Again, we're just continuing with this episode of the Underground Sound with like blockbusters. I'm flabbergasted, I'm baffled as to how the songs that we've heard so far are not, you know, that these people are not superstars yet. These are truly artists that we're listening to, truly artists.
Yeah, they've certainly got the wherewithal and the makeup to be as good as anybody else who's on the charts at the moment, if not better. A lot of the artists we've heard tonight have been, you know, radio friendly, listenable, good voices, good music. There's, you know, it's just not getting heard though, is it? This stuff, and it needs to be.
No,
this is the whole point of doing what we're doing, is to get the music out there.
Absolutely. This is the kind of stuff that you really want on your playlist, because this has the feeling of like music that's not going to get old, that you would put into your CD collection if you were still buying CDs at the moment. So by all means, folks, please once again visit the video description below, find the links to these fantastic musicians, artists, and go show some love. Really playlist them, keep them.
Yeah, playlist. I mean, look at that. That one would be great for a road trip playlist, wouldn't it? That's a driving song.
Yes, it would. Absolutely. You're driving down. I can only speculate from my side of the pond here. So like kind of like driving through Georgia, where you have this big empty gap between, like, let's say Valdosta and Atlanta, which is a good, you know, about like 8 hours right there. And you got music like this pumping, and it's just going to absolutely bring a smile to your face. If you're there with friends, obviously it's going to spark a conversation and sing-alongs and all that kind of stuff. So great track. Very lucky to be hearing it on this show. I'm not going to say once again. Okay. Because then I'll just have my Biden moment again, and I'll keep on saying once again until there is no once again, right? Moving on to track number 7 here. My goodness. You know, I love doing these shows, but they just really fly by way too quick.
They do. They really do.
They do. We got through the first half, listened to a great song 6. Now we're on song number 7, Franco Gomez.
Yeah, and it's Sere Feliz. I forgot. I did look up what that means, and we'll have to get the translate onto this one. But yeah, Franco Gomez is from Putumayo in Colombia. So we're going all over the world tonight. And cantante y compositor. So yeah, song composer. So basically, this one's, if I remember rightly, it's the first song that the chaps Franco has uploaded. Must be quite new on here. I think it doesn't say on my thing when he joined, but 4 followers, 30 plays, 1 track, 4 saves from that 30 plays. So again, a good ratio of saves, and a very uplifting sound. So hopefully, again, you'll enjoy this one too.
Joined October 4th, 2022. Sere Feliz from, oh God, we lost Carl. It's like fucking Friday the 13th or something. It's not the 13th. My God, I thought it was for a second. It was Friday the 21st. Well, we just lost Carlos Fandango. Not that he's dead or anything like that. No, he's either he logged off or his computer logged him off. Oh, there he goes.
I have to get a new secondhand Mac. This is just getting ridiculous.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. Hop into Best Buy or whatever your equivalent is there. If you have the funds for it, obviously get like a Chromebook. They're like $120 or something like that.
All right.
I don't know what that equivalates to. That might be like 100 pounds. I think the dollar is like, £1.13 or something like that today's day. But they got the Chromebooks, and I think for all intents and purposes, like what we're doing here is they'll be completely fine.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got the desktop Mac, but the problem is it's getting everything connected to that. It hasn't. Once again, this is why I don't like the products, is because they've got different connections to this laptop than they have to the desktop. So that's got 4 USBs. This has got 2 USBs and 1 sort of FireWire cable. The FireWire cable, or whatever it's called, is different to the desktop one. Now, why don't they make the same one to make it easy?
Because they're different companies.
Apple's the same as Apple, isn't it?
Apple's the same as Apple. Are you talking about that you have an Apple desktop and you have an Apple?
There's an Apple desktop and Apple Mac.
Oh,
Mac.
well. Here's the thing with the Mac Mini that I just recently bought because of the issues that I was having. Yes, everything's trimmed down so that, but there are adapters for it as well. You can get like an adapter on Amazon for like a $1, $2 or whatever.
This is them making money.
I'm
This
just
is what it's all about.
Hey! I will have no Mac bashing, sir. I will have no Mac bashing here. No, I got. Truth be told, with everything that the Mac has pre-built into it, I do think that it's a better value than a PC.
Yeah.
Just no. On our WhatsApp chat that I had posted, that I had opened up the laptop, and I had found a remix that I did for the Chemical Brothers, Tom and Ed of the Chemical Brothers, of Galvanize. And I listened to it once, and I was going to record it and put it onto YouTube so that way you guys could hear it. And the fucking whole Microsoft Sound Mapper disappeared. Huh. So just gone completely. So now I have to download the Sound Mapper, make sure that it's compatible with the Windows version that I have, get it loaded onto there before I can download that song. And I was actually really happy that I found that, because I was like, oh my goodness, I remember this. I was like in my 20s when I recorded that thing. It was good. It was good. But anyway, back to Franco Gomez. Let's
Yeah.
let's not make this a tech talk all of a sudden here. We got Franco Gomez. So Sere Feliz, from what I looked up, says that I'll be happy.
I'll be happy. Okay, that's good.
I'll be happy. So maybe a Pharrell kind of song with "Because I'm Happy," right? Or let's not speculate. Let's take a listen to Franco Gomez here. Sere Feliz from Punto Putumayo, Colombia. Cantante y compositor. Franco also has his Facebook and his Instagram listed here. And the song is also apparently available on YouTube, which I think we'll have to check out for maybe a Video Gaga section. So let's check it out. Franco Gomez, Seré Feliz.
Yo creí que me iba a morir y lo que me proponga nada me iba a salir, pero no es así. Yo volví a reír, el mundo no se detuvo por ti ni por mí. La vida tiene tropiezos, pero así se debe seguir. Eso fue lo que aprendí. Y yo seré feliz, tú serás también. Si algún día nos volvemos a ver, no habrá rencor, todo se selló. Como aceite y agua somos los dos. Eso fue lo que aprendí. Y yo seré feliz, tú serás también. Si algún día nos volvemos a ver, no habrá rencor, todo se selló. Como aceite y agua somos los dos. Eso fue lo que aprendí. Yo creí que me iba a morir y todo lo que me propongan nada me iba a salir, pero no es así. Y yo volví a reír, el mundo no se detuvo por ti ni por mí. La vida tiene tropiezos, pero así se debe seguir. Eso fue lo que aprendí. Y yo seré feliz, tú serás también. Si algún día nos volvemos a ver, no habrá rencor, todo se selló. Como aceite y agua somos los dos. Eso fue lo que aprendí. Yo seré feliz, tú serás también. Si algún día nos volvemos a ver, no habrá rencor, todo se selló. Como aceite y agua somos los dos. Eso fue lo que aprendí.
Carlos Fandango.
Very nice. A charming, happy, jolly, warm song. Starts nicely like an old sort of old style, sort of almost like a Mexican sort of flavored country ballad, and then turns into this sort of very jolly, again, Mexican flavored sort of country style ballad, almost like it's particularly with a solo as well. That section, it's almost like something like a track from Marty Robbins' Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs, which is one of my favorite albums. Love that album, and it's got that because also it's got those nice tight harmonies that they used to have on the Marty Robbins songs. And I think this is a track that Jose Feliciano would be very happy to have sung. And it's really good. It's got a lovely voice, what I would call a sort of traditional singer, proper singer, if you like. Really good. Really like this song. And if this is the sort of thing he does, I'm in. I'm following him. So, and he's I think he's got good potential.
No reason not to follow Franco Gomez here. I got to tell you, I have a bit of a difference of opinion with you here. Is that I really got like a, if you remember the movie 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, I think that this had a very Hawaiian feel to it from the very get-go to it. Kind of like the ukulele and kind of like, it really had this nice, like kind of like island vibe to it. You know what I mean? So later on, it absolutely 100% did turn into this kind of like folky, kind of like traditional, kind of like Mexicanish song, because once again, from coming out of Colombia here. So I'm not saying Mexicanish just to say it, but but I liked it because it really, it does sound like the song is professionally produced. The vocals are on par. The entire melody, everything works. I mean, everything is working here. It's a solid song from start to finish. 3 minutes 43 seconds. I do once again with those types of movies like 50 First Dates, any type of like aloha, kind of like Hawaiian kind of vibe to it. I think that the song will work great into it, which does mean that it's very licensable as far as that is concerned. So great job, Franco. Honestly. And once again, folks, in the video description below is where you can find links to add this song into your personal playlist. Or coming up soon, just keep tabs on us here. We'll be releasing our personal playlist. I think that the song will make it into the Latin category, probably, as far as the playlist is concerned. We have had a lot of Latin artists with a lot of great music out there, one of which being Rully MC with one of my favorite songs from him, which is called Quien Eres Tu. Very nice hip-hop song. We have Franco Gomez now, and I'm just trying to like rack my brain. I'm having another Joe Biden moment here.
Oh, we've had a few. We've definitely had a few. I'll probably have to go through the list again, but we've definitely got enough to start making the foundation of a playlist. That's for sure. We
do for sure, because once again, episode 13 right now, which means that officially we will have reviewed, because Carlos and I had tried the show before with many more technical difficulties. So officially show number 13, which means that by the end of this, we will have reviewed 130 tracks in the span of, my goodness, we started officially March or April?
Probably April, I think it was. Yeah, April, May. April. Yeah.
April.
Pretty sure, yeah.
So from April 2022 up until October 21st, 2022, which is the date of this recording here. Once again, by the time we're finished, we will have reviewed 130 songs officially, and unofficially probably a lot more. We tend to keep in that mindset, and we do review a lot of stuff on our WhatsApp group chat there. My goodness, alrighty. Once again, I know that time flies and time flies and time flies. We got to keep it going though. So the second installment of the Purple Bowl of Destiny.
It's that time. It's coming from this side. Here we are. Right.
Ooh, it came from another direction. Okay.
It comes from all different directions. It's just mystic. That's what it is. It's strange, ethereal.
Now.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, what's that? Well, do you know what? I can't prize them apart. So, okay, I think as we've just had that sort of song, well, you choose out of this, but these are the two that wanted to present themselves, which is Latin, a smudged Latin where I dropped it in water, and electronic.
You know what? In honor of our latest guest host, Justine Painter of Wayward Waves, I think I'm going to go the electronic route, sir.
Okie dokie.
So.
I always forget you guys say route instead of route. See, we'd sing Route 66.
We actually say both, because it's not Route 66, it's Route 66.
No way. You say both.
We're going to go that route, but we'll take that route.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
English is a very confusing language, man.
Well, oddly enough,
American English. I was going to talk to you actually about this, because something came up yesterday. And I just don't remember what the hell it is now, but something came up yesterday where I was like, I need to ask Carl if this is the same as it is here, because usually like with color, you have a U thrown in between the O and the R, right? So, but there was something that came up yesterday. And I just really wish that I had a better memory. I was like, yesterday, I was about my 60th hour into work.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, oh my God, I need to do X amount, much more. And I still needed to stop by the shop to get some vegetables because I wanted to cook dinner, because now that I'm able to go back to the gym and kind of like work out and all that kind of stuff, I'm trying to eat a bit healthier, and I am trying to get exercise time in and everything, because I was officially, before I started hitting the gym last week, I was 55 pounds over what I should weigh. So that's
Yeah, I'm well over it at the moment, and I need to. I pulled my hamstring the other day just as I was warming up for exercise, which was crazy.
just as you were getting out of bed.
No, it's just honestly, I went to circuit training and just started warming up like I normally do, nothing different, just overstretched, and it went ping, and that was it. And now, of course, that sort of set me back because I was just starting to lose the weight again and get fit, but just set back again.
Get ready, kids. This is what's waiting for you right here.
It's coming to you.
Fat tummies. That's right. Coming to a household near you in your 40s. All right. So, hey.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a couple options here. So we got we have electronic, we have electronic dance music, electronica. Do you have, or does the Purple Bowl of Destiny have an electronica and electronic? Or
It may well do. So it just says electronic on there. I think we should go electronic.
So we should just stick with electronic and
Be true to the bowl.
There we go. Let's see who's going to be first to pop up here. I don't get why sometimes slaps takes so long to load.
Yeah, I find it generally does. If you change the genre, it takes a little few seconds to sort of load up for some reason.
It's coming. Here we go. Look at that.
So what have we got? Excitement is unbearable.
Bum, bum, bum. What we have going on here, posted 2 hours ago. This is Burning Green, but the name of the act here is called Roach King. Name of the song is called Unsteady. That's going to be the newest track uploaded here. So from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, again. Ooh, 2 hours. Look at this. 0 followers, 6 plays, 2 tracks. Let's see if we can help Brendan out here. It says a booty poppin', hip rockin' music producer from Toronto, Canada. Follow me on Instagram to see what I'm up to. It says electronic dance, hip hop, alternative rock, with some of the influences being Louis the Child, We Them, Disclosure, Flume, Golden Vessel, Chet Faker, Lapsley. I don't even know that one. Not even going to try to pronounce that. Amber Mark, Ari Lennox, amongst others. But once again, the newest track is called Unsteady. Let's check this out.
You say that it got easier when you tried to fight it. So I tried to fix all my mistakes instead of trying to hide it. No, we can fight don't take me. Now I'm in my bedroom, thinking about what you meant. Wonder if what you said could offer some truth. I wanna call you, but after all this time, I think that now I'm fine, 'cause you made me feel used. I'm feeling unsteady. I wanna go back there for you, through the dark if you let me. I'm running away for you. I'm running away.
Monsieur Fandango, what say you, sir?
Oh, yeah, sort of contemporary sound, the sort of thing you hear from The Weeknd as an album track, and vocally, I would say more than anything. But this general sound of the track was, well, I don't know about electronic. I suppose it was electronic. It was R&B. It was sort of hip hoppy, not hip, without being hip hop. It was hip hoppy vibe, pop, club. There was a shaker in it that was, well, I think it was a shaker. It was some sort of thing going. That was a distraction for me because it was so out of kilter and out of rhythm. It might have been just well, it wasn't out of rhythm. It was happening in time, but it was just the rhythmic quality of it. Really, I end up honing on that all the time and not the song. I didn't like that element of it, but the actual song itself, you know, it's there's nothing wrong with it. It's the sort of thing you do hear on the radio.
Oh yeah. This is definitely radio friendly. I think especially for today's generation in music. The only thing is that the ending was like 8 measures too long, really.
Right.
Because I thought that it took a little bit of a break for like 4 measures, then it was going to come back, but it did. It went through all 16 measures, and you know that was basically the outro. So 8 measures too long, in my opinion, on that. Now here's the thing, because I had written this down. It's a well produced song. What you're talking about, the shaker, is I wrote down that it's probably a bit too busy. There's much going on, right? So it's probably a bit busy for this genre of song. I do like whoever the vocalist is. The vocals were very nice. They were very nicely put together. However, with the longer outro, then the timing of the vocals and of the actual song like really don't fit all together, right? And towards the middle, when the vocals came back in, right, it seemed like they got really, really high, right, and then they got really, really low. So
Right.
maybe a bit of automation there was an issue. But all in all, once again, few problems aside, this is going to be a great track, great for what's out there these days. One thing that I am thankful for is that he did not use a gate in there, right? Because then, you know,
Yeah.
we'd be sitting here dizzy. Keep doing what you're doing, my friend. Brendan Green, nice track. I'll listen to your other stuff a little bit later. Just try to keep in mind, this is creative criticism. It's not bashing or anything like that. It is creative criticism. Carl and I have been in the music business for quite a long time. Don't care to say how many years. But folks, once again, if you like any of this music, please visit the video description below. Find these musicians, artists, whatever you want to call them, and check their links out by all means. Once again, I can see here that Roach King, Brendan Green, is out on Spotify, Apple Music, looks like Deezer, Amazon Music, YouTube, and SoundCloud. So all over the place, as the younger generation is, because they kind of have time for that. I don't know. The social media thing is just, it's really hard to keep up with. The Underground Sound is going to be officially leaving Facebook and Instagram. Just I have issues with both of those because of the tracking of information and data. But other than that, if we go beyond that, then really we're just talking about there's just too much to keep up with. Carl, for all intents and purposes, is the producer of the show. He finds all this amazing talent out there, gets everything going, and basically puts together a show to actually bring you here. I do the editing and kind of like the website portion and the emailing and the kind of like get to know us portion of the show here. So both elements for working adults is a bit to take on. I mean, I'm sure
it's a lot of work, and it's like all these things. You just need more time, don't you? Really, and more resource would be handy.
Yeah, it would be nice, as Carl and I have talked about before, if there were clones of us, just to kind of like do other stuff while we kind of like handle this. And we want to keep doing that. So by all means, if you know a musician or you yourself are a musician, please subscribe, submit your music to us. We do not judge. Obviously, we give our honest and unbiased opinions here and reviews. But again, with music coming in, it helps us out a lot on Carl's end here. Coming up with 10 tracks, let's just say that you have 10 songs that are 3 minutes a piece. You're talking about half an hour of your life right there that you're kind of like trying to come up with to formulate a show. So Carl's Fandango, by all means, the producer of the show, coming up with all this great content. But once again, the artists here pumping out the great content that they do. So if you'd like to submit your music to this show, by all means, in the About section, there is an email where you can reach me directly and we can take care of that. Website will be coming soon. And I feel like I've trailed off there. Again, I think I had another Biden moment.
Possibly.
That was the Purple Bowl of Destiny, though. Anyway, Brendan Green, Roach King, Unsteady. That was the name of that song right there. And the one comment that's here is nice track, bro. It is a nice track. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll listen to the other stuff later, and looking forward to hearing more from you in the future. And we go on to track number 9.
Right, now this one you're going to need to have some sort of parental guidance thing on the video. I'm sure some sort of warning that they have on those kind of albums. I couldn't resist this. This was in the comedy section, this one, and was one of the latest releases. And this will relate to, well, actually, not just half the world's population, the men, but the other half as well, because the subject matter is a bit personal. But this artist is called White Boy Chili from Warner Robins in, I'm presuming GA is Georgia, USA.
Yes.
Corny bisexual white rapper. I just make whatever dumb shit I feel like making. So, and influences include Young Gravy, Afro Man, Lil Dicky, D12, Bizarre, Pink Guy, Shitty Boys, Tiny Meat Gang, Hovey Benjamin. So that gives you an idea of the sort of thing that this might be. But this made me laugh, this one, and I thought I had to include it.
I laughed as soon as I saw White Boy Chili. Oh my goodness. But now when I see the name of the song, dun dun dun.
So who's going to announce this track?
He says, I'm not even joking. I really can't.
Yeah, I can't find the clip. I'm not even joking. I really can't.
I can't, okay. All right. According to White Boy Chili, he can't find the. I guess we'll bleep it out. Clit.
Well, I don't know. It's a scientific term, isn't it? You know, that's the actual. Well, it's the shortened term of it.
It would be the clitoris.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
Clitoris.
wait till you hear the lyrics. They're
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh boy. All right, here we
This
go.
is funny. This is funny.
Viewer discretion or listener discretion advised, I should say. White Boy Chili, yo.
I can't find the clit. I do not know where it is. Where the fuck's the clit? Because I cannot find it. I think clit's a myth. I think that they don't exist. I don't know a single soul that's ever seen a clitoris. I'm the president of not finding the clit. Bitch, I think I'm Biden. Where in the fuck is the motherfucking clit? Bitch, I think it's hiding. She told me that I found it, but that bitch is lying. She told me that I found it, but she just gaslighting. Playing with the pussy, it feels like I'm playing Bop It. She was fake moaning and I told that bitch to stop it. She was fake moaning and I told that bitch to quit it. I have no idea where the motherfucking clit is. I think that I brushed up against it for a second, but I lost it. Bitch, I'm exhausted. I don't eat pussy and my girl think I'm lazy. It don't matter, you ain't coming either way, baby. I can't find the clit. I do not know where it is. Where the fuck's the clit? Because I cannot find it. I think clit's a myth. I think that they don't exist. I don't know a single soul that's ever seen a clitoris. Clit is camouflage like the predator. I can't make a bitch come, I'm a fucking redditor. I can't make a bitch come, I don't got no dick game. She a super freak, but I'm not no fucking Rick James. Can I see a diagram? What the fuck's a labia? I be making pussies drier than Saudi Arabia. I be making pussies drier than a fucking desert. I can't make a bitch feel any sort of pleasure. I can't do shit, I don't got no mouth or hand game. It's a damn shame, I'm so damn lame. I'm so depressed, I get so stressed every time my girl gets undressed. I get so scared when I'm down there. Where's the clit? I still don't know where. I can't find it, ain't this some shit? I still cannot find the dumb clit. I can't find the clit. I do not know where it is. Where the fuck's the clit? Because I cannot find it. I think clit's a myth. I think that they don't exist. I don't know a single soul that's ever seen a clitoris.
How about that?
I can't. There's no way. There's no way that YouTube is allowing that song to go up. But Carl, your mic.
I thought I'd done it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. They have lots of things on YouTube, but who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But we could try.
I'll try, folks. All I can say is that I'll try to put this up. But I have a very strong feeling that this song will end up on our website for you to review at your pleasure, or you can find it obviously by visiting the link description below and clicking on the link, and it'll take you to Slaps, and you can listen to the song. That was hella funny.
That was good, wasn't it? I mean, rhyming labia with Saudi Arabia is just fantastic. And just he's got no hand game, no dick game, and all this, and it's so honest. That's what I love about it. So, he's just I mean, I actually really like the music in the background. I love the delivery. The lyrics are really funny. It's one of the funniest songs I've heard in ages, and the rhyming is brilliant. It's almost like a Weird Al song, really.
Yes. Yes. No,
Like-
this is a total parody because I love that so far we've been in this theme with me losing my place and everything. So I'm Biden, right? So if I'm Biden, I'm the president of the fucking clique because I can't fucking find it anywhere.
Don't know where it's hiding.
No, exactly. It's just it's hilarious. I
The
mean,
thing is, you see, this is one of those big things that a lot of men just struggle to find that, and this will relate to a lot of men, and equally in that case to a lot of women. Would relate to it. Not that they necessarily listen to listen to this, but I don't know. I think a lot of people will find this really hilarious.
would you like me to toss you my shovel, Carl?
Oh, it's
Oh
I
my
think it's
goodness.
fantastic.
That was hilarious. It was definitely by all means, if this does not make it into the video for episode 13 here, the link will be in the description below. Please visit, please check it out because you will laugh your A off. So I don't even know. I don't know what's allowed online anymore. Is ass allowed? Like,
Well, this is the thing, right? Now they'll ban certain things, certain people for saying certain things that aren't the current orthodoxy, but swearing seems to be okay. It's like, that's perfectly fine now. So, but then a lot of it's not swearing; it's actually actual terms for actual body parts. So,
but the whole thing is that there's a lot of women, a lot of models that are kind of like advertising their OnlyFans, but they're doing it like really really like softcore porn, like the shirt's still on and stuff like that, but it's very suggestive. So I don't know. I don't know where it begins and where it ends. We've got all kinds of fact checkers and this is okay, this is not, and the internet, which was supposed to be uncensored for all because this is a domain for the entire world, is somehow becoming censored for everybody. Oh my god, there goes Carl again.
it's insufferable, isn't it? It's awful.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm telling you, bro.
That was funny. That was song. I love it. Really love it.
I'm still laughing, and when you cut off, I was like, oh, there goes Carl again. I was like, Carl can speak for himself. I've never had a problem, but
No, I've not. But I can relate to it in terms of I know lots of people who say exactly this, only in not such a good way and not such a funny way, and I've never heard people rhyming it all.
You know what's funny is like on TikTok and like the YouTube shorts and everything like that. I've seen like a lot of women in their 20s now, like where their caption basically says, when you give the older guy, when you give the cute older guy a chance, and then they're walking around like shaking and holding their stomach and still not being able to breathe and everything like that. You know what I mean? So experience comes with age, ladies. That's right. I'm single, by the way. Hey, so hit me up. Find my email in the about section, huh? All right. Oh my goodness. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a great comedic element. I gotta say, the production wasn't horrible. I know that we totally skipped the song review here, right? But the production wasn't horrible. I think that the production quality is meant to be what it is, which is satire. Without having listened to any of the other music, I just gotta say, great job, because the way that the song was put together and the rhymes that were used it was funny. It was funny all around. Like, every single time that a comparison was made just made it that much funnier. So
yeah,
by all means, folks, check the song out. Video link below. Go spread some love, and maybe you'll help someone find what they need to. Right. So, oh man, we are on to the show closer.
You're right. So tonight's showstopper is the act is called Jedi. I presume it's Jedi with 2 eyes, and they're from Atlanta, Georgia. So same county, Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Somewhere in the universe, it says here on their profile. But influences. Actually, yeah, interestingly, Rick James was mentioned in that song in a very funny way, and this is one of their influences, Rick James. Michael Jackson, DeBarge, George Michael, lots of 80s, Quincy Jones, Stevie Wonder, Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, Tina Turner, Prince, and it's actually the Prince element that we're going to hear tonight, I think, with this song. I heard it straight away as like a real big Prince influence, and I thought, oh, this could be quite a good funky track to end the show with. So,
well, we got to hear. This is Jedi with Nobody's Business. Let's check it out. It is available on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, I think that is, or this is Tidal. It might be Tidal. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, that's Tidal.
Yes. So we got Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and Amazon Music. The Electric Love Revival, Jedi, Nobody's Business. Are you good?
Yep, but there again, I think it's just on its last
Yeah.
knockings for tonight. I'll see if we can get through this.
I think you need to take it out into the backyard and just old yeller it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So you take it away just in case you get dropped.
Okay, so Prince Lives. This is fantastic. I love the. So when I heard this, I thought, this sounds like Prince, and a very precise point as well, which is, I would say, 1982 to 1984. That era between 1999 album and Purple Rain album. It's got a little bit of I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man sort of sound, which is obviously a bit later, but the vocal delivery, very Little Red Corvette, very good. And yeah, it's got lots of the sort of high touches and the low vocal, nice range. Lots of nice little touches and details, as you would get with a Prince style song. So you've got the little guitar licks constantly going all the way through it. You've got nice little synth touches. The drum and rhythm section is just interesting. There's lots of nice sounds. It's got a guitar solo in it, and a nice, decent fade out, which is again, something that's underused these days. But on the right song, like this one, it just needs a fade out. I think you could probably, you could easily slightly rearrange the song in order to make it a sort of 3.5 minute. You should probably cut off 1 minute, 1 minute 20 by having. After the second chorus, having a solo in there, then a chorus to fade at the end. And you could condense that to a more radio-friendly version. This is, of course, from the album. That's got 20 tracks. So, but it's, and I don't know if it's actually a single as well, but I would be inclined to make a single version of this as well and do it that way. But yeah, it makes me want to check out their music and check out their album, which is called The Electric Love Revival.
This is why Carlos and I vibe so well, because if you can read that one right there.
Hey, excellent.
Corvette. Absolutely. The from the get-go, I was thinking we're going to hear something like When Doves Cry, a little bit more fast tempo, but we were going to get into that era of Prince, right? But then it really started to sound like kind of like defying parental authority and everything, right? So we're going to get into Little Red Corvette and everything like that, which was great. The only beef that I have here is like exactly what you mentioned. This is, Carlos froze. Oh, don't touch anything.
Okay.
Don't touch anything, man.
I'm still trying to nurse it with my cold, wet flannel.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
I think I'm going to need it.
Yeah, no. Anytime you touch anything, it's just kind of like,
All right.
So yeah, I agree with you 100%. Trim 1.5 minutes off the song. Trim it, because this is a hit without the extended guitar solo, right? And it's great. It's fantastic to hear a guitar solo in there, but you could have put it in the middle, right? And had a nice kind of like tone out for the song. So that way everything flew fluidly. And my only piece of advice beyond that would be raise the guitar a little bit, because the drums were completely drowning out the guitar solo. So a little bit of automation work there and everything would be fine. Otherwise, the song is a classic funk vibe. You got the total Prince feel onto it. Once again, Carlos and I, that's why I was shaking my head. I know that you couldn't see me shaking my head when Carlos was speaking there, but Little Red Corvette, absolutely 100%. Great job, great production, all around. And I can't wait to hear more stuff over here, because I'm a big fan of the old-timey funk stuff. And want to hear more of this. Definitely want to hear more of this. I definitely want you guys to be successful. We want all the musicians here to be successful. Once again, we've said it throughout the show. We don't understand how some of these musicians are not superstars just yet. This is the underground sound. We are putting the us back into music.
So please do like, subscribe, and share, and let's get your music out there. And I might add as well that we've been focusing, of course, on the artists initially and getting their music out there and our music out there, as a collective, we. However, this is also, we should add, a really good place to find music. So we're actually looking to grow our audience of listeners who are people who want to find good music that's not being played on the radios. Independent, good new music. Come to us if you want to find some good music, and subscribe, and we'll find you the good music.
Absolutely, 100%. It's one of those tell your friends things, you know what I mean? So if you're hearing this and you know a friend that's a musician, hey, you know where to tell them to go submit music. If you know a friend that just likes new and underground music, then by all means, you know where to tell them to go. We are very much focused on the fans. We are very much focused on the musicians. We're focused about everybody here. We're building a community of original and untouched music. So this is what we want to do here. We want to we'd like for everybody to engage. We're not asking you to go post a million comments or go like this or go like that. No, you're going to do what you want to do. We're here, we're just talking about stuff, and we're just enjoying music. This is just us right here. We hope that you are enjoying the music as well. I'm very grateful to have met Carl in my life and to have this kind of show going today. I'm grateful for all the subscribers that are here and that are not only fans of the show but have become pretty good friends. I gotta say, honestly, we have a group chat going of about we're about 5 now. So we got
5, yeah.
Me, you, Justine, Russ, and
Ephraim. Rookie.
Yes, my goodness.
Hey, Biden.
It's one of those Biden moments. I love you, Rookie. Don't forget that. All right. It's not that I forgot about you. It's you're very commonplace in my mind here. I was actually when I was driving earlier today, I had the I playlist going on, which was my personal playlist that I put together on my Spotify here. Very shortly, we will have a very large selection of playlists, which will include, the Underground Sound, Electronic Volume 1, Rock Volume 1, Metal Volume 1. We've got a lot of acts from when I first started this, when it was just DJ X-Tex 1s and 2s. I have many, many, many submissions from all types of genres. I cannot wait to retouch on all of them, because I was just listening earlier today to Silas Dean. And that's another one which baffles me, is like, why is this guy not a superstar? He's young. He's got the look. He's got the music. He's got everything going for him, except what? What is it? What's the missing factor? What is the X factor here? It baffles me that such good music goes unheard all the time, and it really, really, really disappoints me. So, folks, if you're a fan and you know people that like this type of music, please spread the word for them. Not for our sake, for the artist's sake. Please, by all. It's going to be stuff that you're never going to hear on the radio, probably. But like this song right here, that song should be played on the radio.
And of course, if we keep growing our audience and you grow with us and stay with us and stick with us all the way through the journey, we'll become a stronger entity and a more powerful entity, because we'll be sharing all this new music with each other and, adding it to playlists, and so helping the artists grow and garner a wider audience. That's the ultimate goal, is for us to grow bigger, and so that we can actually get independent artist music out there that's currently not being heard, but to lots of people, to the mass market. It would be fantastic if you could help us do that.
Absolutely. Do not forget to not only like, subscribe, and share, but also to hit that notification button, so that way you can hear well, I don't know if you necessarily hear it, because I know that I'm notified to a couple of YouTube channels, and I've never heard an actual ding like this thing is ready. It sends me a notification, so not that you can hear it, but that you can see that we've uploaded new content. I try to upload very regularly. Fandango's Faves had just recently made the YouTube algorithm and garnished something right around 2,300 views.
Wow.
And And of course, Leah Simmons was another one that recently hit that algorithm as well. We are hitting the algorithm more and more frequently, it seems. We've hit it multiple times in a small dose where like 13-14% of the viewers were from the algorithm. But we've Fandango's faves, I believe, the last one, which was Gavin Werner, that one I believe was 88% recommendations.
Wow.
And Leah Simmons ended up being like in the 98 recommendations range, which means that she showed up on the recommend, the front page, the YouTube page. Fun fact, I was looking at this earlier. There's roughly in any given minute like 232,000 people on YouTube just looking for content. So by all means, why not check out the Underground Sound? I hate to be self-promoting, but check us out because we got some great music going on here. Plus, we're funny at times. We were definitely funny on track 9. That's for damn sure. Well,
that was excellent. Yeah,
track 9 was funny in itself, I should say, right? That just made us come out of our shell a little bit more. But anyway, folks, for tonight, October 21st, 2022, episode 13 of the Underground Sound. I am DJ X-Tech, Carlos Fandango. We are wishing you a very pleasant evening and a good weekend, Carlos.
Yep. Take it away. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Alrighty then. Be sure to hop on the YouTube webpage there, and YouTube webpage on our channel page on YouTube, I should say. Check out the Certified Bangers. Check out Fandango's faves. If we hit the algorithm, let's keep it going because that's just going to help us much more, get much more exposure, I should say, for all these fantastic artists and musicians. As you've heard today, there are a lot of people out there that are doing what they do, and they deserve to be recognized. So thank you once again, all the subscribers who have been here from day one, all the brand new subscribers, and our 3 followers on TikTok as of today. Thank you very much. We look forward to bringing you more and more music throughout the years. I'm pretty sure Carlos and I will be doing this until we just can't breathe or talk anymore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We love music, and we just love we really enjoy what we're doing. I hope that comes across. We're sincere. Tom's extremely, earnest in growing this so that we actually get your music out there, and that people who are looking for music get to hear good music that they wouldn't otherwise do on the standard radio channels and TV channels. So all I can say is, it's keep supporting us, please do, and I hope you're enjoying it, and as much as we are actually enjoying putting the show together and presenting the show, we really do enjoy it.
We have a ton of fun here, folks, and once again, we hope that you're along for the ride for the long run, because if we get a fan, we like to keep our fans. If you have any comments on if you'd like to see something different, or maybe you want us to act goofy at times or something like that, maybe we should put together little skits. I have one skit that I'm working on myself. Haven't talked about it with Carl just yet, but he will know about it because for all intents and purposes, as far as this business venture is concerned, the Underground Sound, he is my partner here. And I really do hope, as Carl mentioned, that you do enjoy what we do, because we enjoy it very much. And honestly, we would be doing this even if we had 0 subscribers, because we're friends and we just kind of like to hang out. We're in 2 different sections of the world. I am in Florida. Carl is in just outside of London in the United Kingdom there. So thank you for tuning into this show, and we hope to see you for many future shows. Take care for now.
See you then. Bye-bye.